This is WROR 906. We are now connected to the New England hub for their right shoe. Roger that.
Steve, checking in.
This is 551. Welcome, gentlemen from Florida.
This is WRFD 401. The rank shoe will start in about 5 minutes. I do have WRON 551 checked in, WRUH 231 checked in, and WROR 906 checked in. Anybody else would they like to check in now?
WRUW 660, checking in.
All right, I think I heard 616. Is that correct?
WRUW 660.
WRUW 660, Pat. All righty, got you checked in.
Thank you, sir.
WRKT 503 to net control.
This is 41. I do not have your call in my list here. Could you give that to me one more time?
Yeah, WRKT 503 from the South Bay GMRS Club. This is our first time checking in here, and I didn't hear the opening of the check-in for some reason through our repeater. I just heard you started checking in, so I'm not sure what your procedures are, but I'd like to check myself. WRKT 503 Mike, and oh gosh, I'll get back with you on the other one. Back to you, net control.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, we're just taking some early check-ins. WRKT 503 minutes, so I can add you to my list.
QSL net control. Yeah, this is, like I said, South Dade GMRS Club out of South Dade down in Miami, Florida. If I may also, I'd like to also check in WQYJ 517. He's one of the founders of the club and happens to be working right now. WQYJ 517. Thank you.
Alrighty, WQYJ 517, and do I have a name, first name?
So forgive me, that is Lewis, Louis, Lewis.
Okay, I got Lewis, and what's your first name?
So my name is Mike, M-I-K-E.
Alrighty, just bear with me while I enter this in.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Repeat.
Okay, just give me a few minutes while I enter this in, and I'll see if there's any other check-ins, and then we'll start. Stand by. Alrighty, I have Mike and Lewis checked in. Do we have any other check-ins? Come now.
WRT
WRMF
516 Lone Wolf System, St. Cloud.
Bob Hill, over the South Bay GMRS Club. Check it in.
Alright, I think I had 3 of you coming all at once, so I thought I heard a 745 come back.
WRMF 745 Bob. Member GMS South Bay Club.
Okay, I got WRMM 745 Bob. Any other check-ins?
WRTE 516 Sean, Lone Wolf System, St. Cloud.
Alrighty, stand by. Alrighty, I got Sean and Bob checked in. Is there any other check-ins? Come now.
GMRS.
WRTS 558 from Hialeah, Florida. South Bay GMRS Club. My name is Ralph. First time checking.
Alright, Ralph, what was the prefix? I got 558.
WRTS 558.
Alright, somebody came in there with you, but I think I heard WRTS 558.
That's QSL. WRTS 558.
Alright, that other station, you want to come in now?
WRSE 876.
Prefix and first name?
WROG 208 Alex, Lone Wolf System.
WRFC 876, Mike, New Bedford.
Alrighty, I got Ralph and I got Alex and I got Mike 876, but I did not get the prefix.
WRFV, Ralph, Frank Victor, 876.
Alright, WRFV 876. Stand by. Alright, this is what I have so far. WRON 551, Dave. WRUH 231, Ellery. WROR 906, Tony. WRUW 660, Pat. WRKT 503, Mike. WRTE 516, Sean. WQYJ 517, Lewis. WROG 208, Alex. WRMM 745, Bob. And WPTS 558, Ralph. Any corrections there?
It's WRPS, Whiskey, Romeo, Papa, Sierra, 558, WRPS.
Alrighty, Ralph. WRPS 558. Alrighty, any other check-ins come now?
WRMF 745, Bob, I wanted to clear it.
Okay, Bob, I got you. Did I get your call wrong? I got for your call WRMM 745. Is that incorrect?
Negative. WRMF, Foxtrot, 745.
Roger. WRMF as in Frank 745.
Roger, thank you.
Alrighty, any other check-ins come now?
Whiskey, Romeo, Foxtrot, Victor, 876, Mike, New Bedford.
Right, Mike, I got WR as in Romeo, F as in Frank, V as in Victor, 876. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Alrighty, any other check-ins?
WRNR 524. The name here is Abner from Cutler Bay, Florida, part of the South Bay GMRS Club.
All right, I think you caught me off guard there. I think it was 254 and the name Abner and the prefix.
Sure thing. The call sign is WRNR 524.
All right, WRNR, Romeo Nancy Romeo 524, and the first name, and spell it, please.
The name is Abner. That's Alpha Bravo November Echo Romeo.
All righty, one moment. Alrighty, nothing heard. All right, let me get my notes in order here, and we will start. Alrighty, this is WRFD 401. My name is Ray. I'll be net controller, and we'll start off with Dave, WRON 551, and just see how your week went, and you got anything planned for this weekend. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Dave, WRON 551, Cranston, Rhode Island. Gentlemen, good evening. I had a kind of a productive week. I took down a couple of tenants. They were all tenants. I kind of like screened them and see what was the best. And I was about the size of that, and I replaced a couple of pieces of coax. And all the while, I've been suffering with bound of COVID and COVID and walking around with fire. But yeah, well, we're getting the shack ready for the winter time. You know, batting the hatches down, so to speak, making sure everything is kind of proof.
Oh, very good, Dave. Well, sorry to hear about the rebound of the COVID. You know, once is enough as far as I'm concerned. So take it easy, don't do too much, and get well. We'll pass it over to WRUH 231, Ellery. How was your week, and what do you got planned for the weekend?
This is WRUH 231 Ellery in New Bedford. My week was good. I got some new equipment. I posted pictures on the New England GMRS website under the forums if everybody wants to see my shack and my office and my radios. It's just got equipment, set it all up. I worked today, I'm working tomorrow, and I'm working Sunday. I just want to say, Mike from New Bedford, I've been trying to get in touch with you, but I couldn't remember your call sign. We spoke before. I was just wondering if you could stick around after the rag shoot because I wanted to talk to you. Back to you, Net Control.
Very good. WROR 906. Donnie, how was your week? And you got anything going on this week? I think last week you had some computer work, I believe. So what's going on?
Always having computer work, but nothing major. I had a pretty good week, but this weekend I have to work at the hospital. I'm a healthcare tech, so pretty much a nurse's aide. So I'll be there Saturday and Sunday for 12 hours, 7A to 7P. So won't be much of anything else after that. But then I got a nice week coming up, so everything is going to be peachy. Back to you, Net Control.
Very good. Well, sorry to hear that you're on duty, but yep, that's the way it goes sometimes. All right, WRUW660, Pat. How was your week? What do you got going on for the weekend? Hopefully you're not working.
Well, had a great week. Fixed a lot of computers, built a lot of computers. That's all going well. And believe it or not, I'm sitting on an island in the middle of Mosquito Lagoon. I am just north of Kennedy Space Center by about 3 miles. I just have enough cell service to hit the Zillow, so me and the wifey and the boat and the 2 dogs are out here sitting by a fire, having a couple cold ones and decompressing. Back to you, Net Control.
Very good, very good. Well, it sounds like you get it all figured out for the weekend, so good. I'm glad to hear that. WRKT503, Mike, how was your week? Got anything going on for the weekend?
The weather down here is finally cooling down a bit. Everything's going pretty good. Tomorrow we have our meeting, our monthly meeting of the South Bay GMRS Club at one of the local restaurants. Get to put names to faces. Other than that, time's just going by. Retired here, so time's just fine. Appreciate you letting us in on the net. WRKT 503, back to you, Net Control.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, finally, you get to be able to put some faces to those names and meet up with people. It's fun. Yeah, we got to do that up this way sometime. We're pretty spread out, so we'll have to figure it out. WQYJ517, Lewis, go ahead.
Net Control, this is WRKT 503, Mike. I checked in Lewis. He's one of the founding fathers of the GMRS Club and all, and unfortunately he had to work tonight, so he couldn't be here, but he wanted me to check in, being this was our first time.
All righty, very good. Well, we got him checked in, so great. WROG 208, Alex, go ahead, pick it up.
What was the question again?
Come on, Alex, you gotta hang in there with me now. The question is, how was your week, and what you got going on for this weekend?
Week just like always. A lot of running, close to 2,200 miles driven this week. But that's work. That's a normal week. This weekend, I am trying to figure out the RPT completely because I'm having problems with the schedules and the what's the other thing? With the schedules and the macros and everything else. So I'm getting tired of asking for help. So I'm going to be reading and working on it until I finally figure it out.
Yeah, very good. Well, don't be afraid to ask for help. If there's anything we can do up here, if you need to, need to look at, our file or anything like that, it's not a problem. So we're all in it together. WRMF 745, Bob. How was your week and what you got going on this weekend?
Well, we're just going to hang around the house and talk to the family and kind of take it easy.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Don't always have to be busy on the weekend. Sometimes it's just good to do nothing. WRPS 558. Ralph, how about you? How was your week and you got anything planned for the weekend?
Had a pretty good week. It was fairly quiet. Not much going on. And for the weekend, well, I was supposed to work on my car because I have one of those, what the heck they call that thing? It's sort of like a little pump that pumps the radiator fluid to the back of the heater core in the back of the car that is leaking really bad, but the part never arrived. So I have no car for tomorrow. So other than that, I'll just be hanging around at home, maybe talking on the radio, and that's about it.
That's okay. That's okay. Like I said, you don't have to have a full schedule for the weekend. Good luck with the car. I'm sure you'll figure it out. WRNR 524. Abner, how was your weekend? What do you got planned for this weekend?
Well, had a regular work week, plenty of work to finish up and helping the son out with his 5th grade science project that we need to finish up so he can turn in on Monday. And as far as the weekend, monthly lunch meet tomorrow, and hopefully we can get together with the members there and have a good lunch and meet some of the new faces that have joined the club recently. And that's about it, just relaxing for the rest of the weekend. And also like to thank you, Net Control, for allowing us from down here in South Florida to check in tonight.
Oh, glad to have you. Glad to have you. No problem at all. WRFV 876, Mike from New Bedford. How was your weekend? What you got going on this weekend? Anything?
Thank you. Thank you for having the net. I just discovered you guys were here in Bedford, but I didn't realize that you guys had this repeater. I saw that on mygms.com, and I'm glad I found it. Yeah, busy week this week. I deal with a lot of homeless and mental health patients. We do a lot of placements for them, and it's been busy. The weather's getting colder, and the housing situation is a mess. So it's been really busy, and I see it getting busier. This weekend, I run AA groups on Saturday and Sunday over at PACA, and I'll be doing that this weekend. I do that every weekend, and yeah, no different. So I'm glad to be here.
comment.
Yeah, hold on for the comment. Well, I appreciate what you do there, Mike, and gotta take some time for yourself once in a while. So try to enjoy. But it's great that you serve. Very good. Go ahead, comment.
Hi, Mike. This is Ellery. I just want to confirm that you're keying up on my repeater.
Ellery, yep. Nice to meet you. Yeah, like I said, I discovered this past week. I got the bulletins on an email from my GMRS, and I checked Massachusetts just to see if there's anything new in the area. And lo and behold, I saw the 575. A friend of mine, WR5385, he had the 700 repeater in New Bedford, but he just continued it. Lack of users, and it was just getting too expensive, and he was getting equipment failure constantly. He was constantly trying to upgrade stuff, and it was just getting too expensive. But, yep, to answer your question, Ellery, I'm using a repeater. Thank you.
No, thank you. You're the first person to use the repeater. All right, sorry to interrupt. Thank you, Mike. That's what I've been trying to get in touch with you for on the 600 and the 675 to help me test my repeater. But I'd still like to talk to you after the meeting. Back to you, Net Control. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption.
Alrighty, very good. Did I miss anybody? If I did, come now. Ready. Round two. Dave, WRON 551. What do you have for a hobby besides radio? So what do you do when you're not doing radio? Tell me.
Well, for the past 40 years, I've been a part-time professional sound engineer. I've had full-blown recording studios. Right now, I've got a half-built recording studio. I did a lot of two-track recordings, choral, symphony orchestras, and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I do, and I balance CDs with people and manufacture CDs with people. COVID came, it's kind of like slowed right down. So anyhow, that's what I do as a like we say, their avocations until you get busy enough that they're professionalism. So yeah, that's what I do on the other side of life. Back to you, Net Control.
Very good, very good. Wow. Yeah. It's just another hobby / vocation with more dials and knobs. I love dials and knobs. How about you, Ellery? WRUH 231. This is your topic. So I know that you're really into the radios as of late, but what do you got for other hobbies?
This is the New England GMRS Network. Join us for a rag chew every Friday 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Well, I wouldn't say obviously this is my main hobby, but I like computers. I like learning about hardware, and like I'm learning about programming and stuff like that. I never really learned how to do it, so I'm trying to learn a little bit of Linux. So maybe someday I can reprogram my node and then call you after I break it. But yeah, it's just computers, hanging out with my friends. I like to go out to eat. Watch a lot of Star Trek. But for hobby, I would say I'm studying for my ham, which technically is radio, and learning how to write code and design web pages and things like that. Back to you, Net Control.
Oh, there you go. There's plenty there to keep you busy. That's for sure. Well, enjoy. WROR 906. Tony, when you're not playing with the radio hobby, what other hobbies you got going on? You maybe collect butterflies?
Definitely not collecting butterflies, that's for sure. But I do collect music. I also DJ on my spare time. I used to do it full time a while ago, but kind of slowed it down. Been doing it for over 30 years. I still have the original Technique 1200s that were made in 1973, and they still work like a charm. And other than that, being a total jerk to my lone wolf buddies, because we always joke with each other. So that's about it. Well, computers too, but I do that on a regular. That's just a given. But yeah, it's basically music and DJing.
I'm starting to see a trend here. What seems to be that radio guys like hobbies with knobs and dials. That's the way I am. So WRUW660, Pat. When you're not playing on the radios, what other hobbies do you have?
Well, that would be computers since 1976. Yeah, computers a big part of my life. But normally doing redneck stuff down here. We like to be out on the water with the dogs. We like to go hunting. We like to go fishing. I don't spend a lot of time at the house, except unless I'm playing with the radio. So, yeah, GMRS thing has got me captivated a bit. So I hooked up with a wonderful group of guys here on the Lone Wolf repeater systems here, and really enjoying it. So we're going to make it better as we go.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, I started the computers back in '76 myself. Graduated high school, and I think we had the first. That school was a new school, and they had the first computer, had the punch cards and the tape, not magnet tape. Oh yeah. All right, let's see, Mike, WRKT503. What do you got for other hobbies?
Well, I used to love fishing. WRKT503, Patty. Used to love fishing, and disabled now, so don't get out hardly at all. But I love reading. I have a Kindle library with over 1,000 books on it, and that was before I found out that they have Kindle Unlimited, where you can just borrow the books instead of buying them. And yeah, that's my hobby right now. Is basically either the radio or reading.
Very good. Yeah. Yeah, I like the reading, but only technical stuff. I couldn't really get into the fiction, but maybe that's something I'll pick up down the road. Save it till later, right? Sean, WRTE516, what do you got for other hobbies?
Guns and fast cars. Lots and lots and lots of guns.
That's cool. Fast cars and guns. So that should keep you busy. Yeah, it's a little different up here. Guns, we've got to get permission from the Lord just about to have a gun. We're envious of you guys in Florida. Oh well, it's not the Massachusetts started the revolution, that's for sure. WQYJ 517, Lewis, what do you got for hobbies when you're not playing with the radio?
I think I can answer for Lewis. He's a photographer, and that's actually his job too, but he loves that photography.
I forget. I don't have a column in my little sheet here that for in and outs, you know. So yeah, excuse me. WROG 208, Alex, what do you got for hobbies when you're not playing with the radio?
Well, I like Sean. I also have guns, and I also reload. Since COVID, I haven't been able to go to the range, but except for that, it's just radios and computers. And probably they say that I'm crazy because I have way too much ammo, but I won't tell that to other people.
I can never have too much. I know that. I know up here, my son is he does target shooting and long range shooting and stuff like that. He does his own loads also. And yeah, from time to time, there's shortages. So if you can get it, hang on to it. WRMF 745. Bob, what do you do when you're not playing with the radios? How about it, Bob? You out there? 745. You still there? Hey, Mike got called away. WRPS 558. Ralph, how about you when you not playing the radios? What do you get for other hobbies?
Okay, so let's see. I've been doing this for about over 30 years now. My hobby is actually the weather, severe weather, tropical cyclones. That's basically my hobby. I got my own Facebook page and also on Twitter. I used to have my website, but that started costing me money out of my pocket, so I had to drop it. I used to have a hobby with the guns and stuff like that, but ammo, so I can't do that anymore. And now my new hobby is the radio, so a little bit of everything there, but mostly the weather. That's basically what I do.
Very good. Are you part of that, what is it, the Spotter network there? The name eludes me. Help me out. All right, nothing heard. WRNR 524, Abner. What are you doing for a hobby when you're not playing with the radios?
WRNR 524. Yeah, when I not tinkering around with radios, I like to go out to the Everglades whenever I get a chance, and I do a little bit of landscape photography for myself, and always try to get family photos and stuff like that. if I don't have a radio in my hand, sometimes you'll catch me always having a camera in the other.
Very good, very good. It's pretty diverse, so good. How about you, Mike? WRFV876. I'm afraid to ask. It sounds like you work I'm a volunteer, but if you're not, what are you doing?
Yeah, I do a lot of outdoor stuff when I'm not working. I like to hike the mountains in Vermont, New Hampshire. I'm always going out there, or Western Mass. So I always like going out there. I try to do the extreme hiking. I'll do it in snow, cold, camp out. So it's not just up and down the mountains for a quick day. It's sometimes I'll spend 3 or 4 days out there, packing it in. Packing out. It's strenuous, to say the least. So I constantly try to maintain my stamina while doing that. But it's a lot of fun. It can be challenging. Like I said, hiking in the snow can be a little bit of a challenge. But you have to be prepared for it, and it can be dangerous. So you got to be careful, and you never go alone. So I have a couple of people that we do this, and
Yeah, I think you timed out there, but yeah, with the hiking, I don't know if you are an amateur operator also, but if you are, or you're thinking about getting your ticket, they have a program. It's called Summits on the Air, where you could combine your hiking up the mountainside and you can do radio at the same time. So it's something to think about.
I take the portable with me when we do that, but I have to upgrade that. Actually, I have a Bullfang. It's only a 5-watt, and a lot of the times trees and all that get in the way, and you would think that being on a mountain it would be better, but sometimes when you're in the valleys, it doesn't really communicate much. Plus, sometimes where I am, there's not a lot of repeaters around. So, but yeah, it's definitely something I am thinking about.
Yeah, you definitely should. Very good. Did I miss anybody, or are there any other check-ins?
WRPB 633, checking in late. This is Aaron. Hello. Hello to the Red Shoe.
Hello, Aaron. Yeah. Well, you're the last one on round 2, and the question is, when you're not playing your radio hobby, what other hobby you got going on?
I don't have another hobby. I mean, it's always constantly working and maintaining stuff, and I try to get through all that stuff so I can get on the radio. And then we have, got the dogs. But I think the only real hobby I like right now is just being on the radio. So, yeah, back over to you, Ray.
So you got to work on your list of hobbies because once you get close to the retirement age, you need to have hobbies to keep you busy. I hate seeing people retire and then go back to work. So you work on that. Alrighty. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 check-ins. That's a record. And for the last round, we'll just see if anybody has any comments or questions. So we'll start with Dave, WRON 551. Any comments or questions?
Really any comments. or questions per se, but I just want to relate that I know this hobby would be so much fun. And, have a lot of camaraderie, so to speak. So, we could get involved with something that involves dipping some cards or dipping some glasses, and for me that ends up in nowhere. So this is a good thing for me. So anyhow, yeah. Thank you, gentlemen, for up and participating. I feel great about that. Maybe I'll catch out on the in the talk rooms out there, and that's it. That's all I got for this week. So, ON51. Bye bye.
All right, Dave. Well, thanks for that, and thanks for checking in. It's always a pleasure. WRUH231, Hillary, any final thoughts or comments, questions?
I just want to put an announcement out there that my new GMRS antenna is coming on Saturday. Unfortunately, I'm working Saturday and Sunday, so I'm hoping to put my new antenna up on Tuesday, and I ordered a telescoping 33-foot mass and 50 feet of coax, so I'm hoping to get my repeater antenna up, past 40 feet. That's my goal.
Very good, and the journey continues. Good. I'm glad to see you pursuing it. Tony, WROR 906, any thoughts, comments, or questions?
No, nothing at all. Just thank you for hosting the net and allowing us to continue to be a part of these nets every Friday night.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for putting up with me. WRUW660, Pat, any final thoughts, comments, or questions?
No, sir. Just wanted to thank you for hosting the net tonight. You guys did a great job, and it seems like it's growing every week. And every week we try to tweak and add and make something better. And on the computer end, if anybody ever needs anything, all they got to do is holler at me. I'm always on here. So if you have any questions or whatever, feel free. And the rest of the guys I know in my group are a bunch of brilliant guys, so they can answer any questions too. So you guys have a great one. We appreciate it, and thank you for hosting.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah, we'll definitely take you up on that. WRKT503, Mike, any final thoughts, comments, or questions? We might have lost Mike. WRT516, Sean, any final thoughts or comments or questions?
No, sir. Just thank you guys for hosting the net, and hope you all have a great weekend.
All right, I appreciate that. Alex, WROG208, final thoughts or questions, comments?
I was going to mention it last week. I thought it was a fluke, but it happened this week again. I think his name is Dave, one of the guys that from Massachusetts, I think it was. Why is he coming in so low? It's like it's completely on. I had to turn my radio all the way up just to be able to hear him. and I have Zello running over here at the same time, and it was making Zello go crazy, keying up and just like it was dropping it all the time. Is he having problems with the sound, or it was just me?
No, I mean that does happen from time to time. I don't know if it's his HD. I know he's got a new R finder, and it was very glitchy, so I don't know. He may be on that. Dave, you up there? Can you answer that?
And 10-4. How's my level now, my friend?
At least on my side, it's still very low. I had to put the sound on mine probably halfway just to hear that, just to hear you again. Now it did come in clearer than the last couple of times.
Yeah, 10-4. I think what I need to do is I need to reboot it up. Sometimes it's get on me and everything is low. So hopefully next week I'll have it straightened out.
Alrighty, very good. Bob, WRMF 745. Any final thoughts, questions, or comments? Okay, nothing heard. WRPS 558. Ralph, any final thoughts, questions, or comments?
Just thank you for hosting the net and allowing.
Well, thanks for joining in. We appreciate it. So, again, thank you. WRNR 524. Abner, any final thoughts, comments, questions?
Rick, I just want to thank you again for hosting the net and allowing us to check in tonight with you guys. And hope to be able to check in next week as well on Friday nights. Thank you.
Thank you. WRFV 876, Mike, any questions, comments, final thoughts?
I want to thank you guys for letting me be part of the net, and I'll see you guys next week, and that's it.
Alrighty, well, we hope to hear you on the network before next Friday. But yeah, thank you for checking in. And Aaron, WRPB 633, any question, comments, final thoughts?
I was gonna just I was gonna Alex. I was gonna get just kind of Alex. I can kind of understand what you're saying. I can hardly hear Dave. I could hear him a little bit better that last transmit, but I know he's there, and it seems like it's kind of dropping out here and there. But I'm not sure what the situation is over at his 20. But just wanted to comment on that. But but other than that, man, thanks Ray for doing the rack too, and you got a lot of check-ins, and yeah, man, we'll check back in next Friday night for sure. WRPB 633.
Comment.
All right, Aaron. Well, thanks for joining us, and I want to thank everybody that checked in. like I said, we got 13 check-ins tonight. So almost double of last maximum count, I think. So yeah, just enjoying it and having some fun. So again, thank you very much. Thanks to everybody that checked in. This is WRFD 401. Ray, I will return the repeater of the network back to normal operations.
Comment. WRON 551.
Go ahead, 551.
Is this audio approved any?
I can hear you well on my end, Dave. This is 231 here.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I should go over to the and see if the button is any different, because then it'll just point to the radio.
Roger that. If you switch radios, I will give you a radio check. This is 231 calling 876. Are you still there, Mike?
31, this is 876. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I've been trying to track you down on the 600 and 678 for the past week, but every time I come on, they're like, "Oh, you just missed them." I was hoping that find out if you were able to get into my repeater, which I just found out, and I just wanted to ask you a couple of range questions, like maybe how far from the repeater you are. I live near